I'm just out of The Wild Robot, the new animated science fiction tale from Chris Sanders, co-director of How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo and Stitch. The question is, was I wild about The Wild Robot? So, what did I think? Sometime in the future, and after a typhoon at sea, a robot, Rosm Unit 7134, known as Roz, Lupita Nyong'o, washes ashore on an uninhabited island and is accidentally activated by the local wildlife. You know, after my last 3 reviews, I was genuinely beginning to get worried. I will watch anything once and usually try to find something of worth in there, but when you see 3 of the worst films of the year in a row, you begin to ask yourself, are we actually going to see anything in the cinema? A film that gives you the feeling of anticipation and joy as the lights go down? Well, fear not, because The Wild Robot is here. I have to admit, this one was kind of flying under the radar, but it turns out to be a very, very pleasant surprise. One that seems to fall into a very particular subgenre of science fiction, robots and nature. A subject we have seen in films from Silent Running to WALL-E. A film that is advertised as a fun-for-all-the-family experience, but is in fact, at times, an incredibly dark film about the brutal reality of nature. Characters, especially younger ones, constantly throw quips on how death is certain. But among the quips and wisecracks, this is actually a story about love and family with moments that will move you. Part of its success is down to the performances from an all-star cast, from Bill Nighy to What We Do in the Shadows' Matt Berry as Paddler, a very sardonic beaver. However, the film belongs to Lupita Nyong'o as Roz the robot and Pedro Pascal as Fink the fox. Pascal is unrecognizable in a good way as the fox with a secret heart of gold, but Nyong'o is astonishing, showing the evolution of Roz simply through the inflections of her voice. The story, adapted by Chris Sanders from the book of the same name, is full of positive messages, dealing with everything from family, who we choose to love, to friendship, without ever being mawkish or overbearing, or boring. Never forgetting to be entertaining with a broad humour for kids, but at the same time a more subtle undercurrent of humour that will entertain adults. But along with the humour, there are also serious tones. This film has layers hinting at the catastrophe the Earth has come through. Yes, the world has survived and seems to have recovered, but at a terrible cost. Yet the skill of Sanders is he trusts his audience's intelligence enough to show, not tell. He doesn't need to lecture. He just tells a story. The animation adds to this through sequences of watching whales swimming through a flooded San Francisco and the crumbling ruins of the Golden Gate Bridge, with every frame of this resembling an oil painting in its beauty, with vibrant colours portraying a forest teeming with life. To the point, come award season, if this doesn't get nominated in the animation section, there really is no justice.
Order! 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 Knock it off!
There are very few films that can make me tear up. One is Pinocchio. Another is The Iron Giant.
You are who you choose to be.
Superman.
Well now, The Wild Robot has joined that list, with an action-packed third act and finale that will have you punching the air with joy, if not reaching for a hanky. And if you don't, the only question I have is,
Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
while never forgetting its message on love, family, and friendship. It may have you leaving the theatre with a tear in your eye, but I guarantee you a very broad smile on your face. The Wild Robot is in theatres now, and safe to say, this is going to be one of my films of the year. All I can say is, go see it.
Are you crying?
What's that? Are you crying? Am I crying? No, I'm not crying. You're crying.
Please, sir, I want some more.
More? All right, stop it. Stop it right there. Go on, fill up the bowl.
And if you liked this episode of So What Did I Think and you want to see more, please click like and subscribe. Remember, always subscribe. Thanks for watching.